Okay, this video we're going to receive a used return where the customer claimed it was defective. So as usual, you guys are noting the name and the tracking number from the return. Open the box, open it up. We find the phone is not cracked. There's no damage on it. Okay, so we don't need to note anything regarding the packaging. If the screen was cracked, we would note if there was like damage to the retail box, this retail box, or damage to the packaging. In this case, it's a padded pack, so we probably wouldn't be able to see if there was any damage or not. But if it came in a box or an envelope, we could definitely note some kind of damage, like, you know, the box is crushed or it's just a thin envelope, which is very hazardous for a phone. Okay, so we're looking at the phone to find out how to turn it on. Let's just try the buttons. So this looks like an open. I'm going to use this button, holding it down for like 5 seconds. And we'll wait for it to turn on. Now, if it was an iPhone, in this case, this is a Motorola Android phone. We don't know the model yet. We can tell actually on the back. It has the model number written. Some of them have the model number written on the back. Some of them, you might have to open the battery door, which is like the cover here. But this one, we can see there's no way to open it. Okay, here we are. The phone is all the way on, and we're going to set up the phone like normal, except do it as quickly as possible, because all we're trying to find out is if there's any customer information on it. So get started, setup is fresh. Now, with an Android phone, we do not need to connect to the Wi-Fi in order to set up. If it was an iPhone, we would have to insert a SIM card, which I will provide you guys, and connect to a Wi-Fi in order to activate it. So I'm just going to go through the setup as quickly as I can, just ignoring everything on the screen and just trying to hit next as much as I can. Okay, here I'm on the main screen. Now, once we made it to the main screen, we know there's no customer information on it, because otherwise it would have asked us to input a password, or it would have we would have been unable to get through that step. But if you were to receive the phone and it was on the main screen like this, then we would have to try to erase it. Because sometimes the customer, they don't erase the phone before they send it back. So we would look for the settings menu. Pretty much all Androids are nearly the same. Backup and reset. It's almost always backup and reset. Factory data reset, and we could erase. Now, if the customer still had their information on it, it would say their email, it would say, and we might ask for a password. We would just hit reset in order to attempt to erase it, and it would probably not let us because it would ask for their password. But if it does, then you would be fine. We would not have to report any kind of customer information that would prevent us from giving them a refund. So now we know how to erase it. I'm going to show you how to get the IMEI number. So we're going to pretend we're making a phone call, and this is the same for all phones. We're going to dial *#06#. So now I see the IMEI number that I need to record on the sheet. In the case where the phone does not turn on, we'll first try charging it. Usually there's a charger in the box that came with the phone. If not, we'll provide you with one of each so that we can always have a charger on hand to turn on the phone. So that's pretty much all we're looking for, is damage or customer information. So we found there's nothing on it, and now I'm going to show you factory data reset. So we would just hit reset and erase everything. Now you would only need to complete this step if we turned on the phone and we found out that it was on the main screen instead of the setup screen. Now if you were not able to turn on the phone even after charging it, we would see if we could find the IMEI another way. Sometimes it might be printed on the back of the phone. It might be printed like on the box somewhere. You would see it would say IMEI. But in this case, and also, there's a little SIM tray on it. Some phones, I will provide you guys with something better to open the SIM tray. Some phones have the IMEI printed actually on the SIM tray, but this one does not. So if after you've tried everything, you still cannot find it, we would just put not available. Okay, so the final step is to record what we found in the spreadsheet, print it out, and put the printout together with the phone into a little bag, and then we'll store it on hand until we have enough to send back. So a note regarding new phone. So this was regarding a used phone. The only difference on new phone is would be more concerned with the packaging. Because let's say the customer changed their mind and they're looking for a refund. But we would charge a restocking fee if it was the packaging looked like it had been opened. So like the phones that we receive and send to customers, they may not necessarily have any kind of seal. So basically we're opening the packaging to find out if it looks like it's been used at all or not. So it's something that it should be really obviously you can tell, like, okay, there's fingerprints on it, or it's missing the screen protector on the front of the phone, or whatever. So that would be something you would note as light use. You would choose it from the drop-down menu of the spreadsheet. That would be the main difference between the used and the new phone. That's pretty much it.